Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is a pick a card reading. What's next in your love life? Now, I've made 3 readings here: the crystal, the flower, and the shell. And I've also made 3 extended readings to go with that as well. So you're going to find out what's next in your love life, what's next in your person's love life. Your person meaning someone you've got your eye on now, or someone that's next coming into your life. You find out all about that in these video readings here. In the extended, I'm going to go into more guidance for you. So guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in, guidance for you in this relationship, what you need to know about yourself, what you need to know about them, how to make it work, and also how this might all go down, possible timelines for all of that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of each one of these readings, there's going to be a link that pops up there. For the deeper dive, you can also find that in the description box and in the comments below, where you can also find the timestamps to jump ahead to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one do you want? Would you like the crystal? Would you like the flower? Or the shell? Take your pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video. It really helps my channel out. Consider subscribing as well if you like this style of reading, and click that notification bell to hear more from me as well, and leave me a comment if it's resonating with you. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. I will see you in your reading. If you chose the crystal, then this one is for you. Let's find out what's next in your love life. Now, as always, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this, a video reading. I found a new way of delivering it to you now, which is via a document with a link in it, so you can watch it on YouTube, the extended version, instead of downloading that full file. So that's all good. So if you find that this is your reading, or could be a reading, if you're resonating with it, you might want to get that extended version as well. That is going to go into more guidance for you. So guidance for you in this situation you find yourself in right now, guidance for you in this relationship or the next relationship that's coming in for you, and also how these might all go down and what to expect and all of that, and possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, there'll be a link that pops up there and in the description box and in the comments. So let's get it. Crystals, what's going on next in your love life? The creation of light, things getting much easier, and grace, much easier and flowing. So if you find that your love life has been kind of difficult, start, slow, not happening, not flowing, heavy, all of that crap, then things are going to change. It's going to get lighter and it's going to start flowing for you. That's great news. Tell us more. What's next in Crystal's love life? What's next for crystals in their love life? Gotta love some of that grace energy. You know, it's abundance, it's flow, it's magic, it's synchronicities. It's that kind of thing where you feel like the luckiest person in the world because everything's just working out for you. So it's great, and it could be a turnaround for you. But it's not going to come out of nowhere, right? You're going to have to work for it. There's the inner work to do. This is the tending the garden card. So you will have been sorting out yourself, your environment, your emotional state and all of that to get yourself in this flow. So it's not without the inner work put in. But what I'm getting from all of this is that you might have been putting a lot of inner work in, and you're like, universe, what gives? Why is it still not working? Well, it's just a delay. It's going to start working. That's what's next in your love life. It's going to start working for you. So if you've been putting that work in, of course it's going to start working for you. So how should we do this? Shall I do it them and you and them? I'll do it you and them. What's next in your love life? So I want to get your person or your next person's input into this as well. Starting off with you though, what's next in your love life? Oh, a bit of loss here. This is disappointment. This is waiting. This is like, how come I've not got it yet? Kind of an energy. Even more waiting before the flow. Is that right? We'll find out. No. Anyway. I don't know which one it is there either. Come on, give me clear. Okay, this is about co-creating with someone else. It is about discussions. This is the card of co-creation. It's about planning with other people, working together with other people kind of thing. But I was just getting, you know, it's that to and fro. It's discussions with people. It's talking to someone. It's getting on the same page. It's discussions. It's coming up with a compromise. It's that kind of thing. It's negotiations in a relationship here. That process could take some time. What's next for them, your person? They don't know. Can't make a decision, haven't got the information. This is why you could need to discuss it. So I see communication coming in here, getting easier and it flowing. Yeah, that would do it, right? It's not just about the inner work, right? The inner work just doesn't make it happen. Then we've got to apply from our place of being grounded and solid because of the inner work that we've done, and apply it and actually talk to the person and get to the bottom of the problems and sort it out on a material plane. And I feel that that's what's going to happen. They're going to want to take it slowly. They're wanting to take it slowly. That's a good sign. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some clarity for you. So 5 of Cups. You're feeling a bit dejected though, and this could be about the speed of things going slowly, or that you're having to do even more work after all the inner work that you've been doing. Why the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Emotions and the 9 of Emotions? Because you were kind of hoping that this was going to be the one and it was just going to be easy and it was just going to happen and be perfect, and you jump onto the back of their white horse and you just ride away into the sunset and it's all perfect like that. But that is from a movie. It's not real life. The reality is this: 6 of Emotions. 6 of Emotions is about nostalgia. It's about the twin flame and it's a soulmate. But soulmates, twin flames, it's all work, isn't it? It's work. There's emotional work to do here. 9 of Emotions, for you to have your wishes fulfilled. So it's not as clear cut. It's not instant. It's not instant noodles, there's work to do, but it's going to get easier. It is going to get lighter. It just feels to me like you've been putting a lot of inner work in here, crystals, and that's great. And you will get your wishes fulfilled, but now the next step is to apply this, right? So you might want to get that deeper dive, because it's probably going to go into all of that, how you apply this, that steadiness that you've got and all this inner work that you've done is the foundation. It's the diving board kind of thing into actually applying and using like relationship skills to come to some kind of an understanding of how you're going to proceed here in this relationship. So if you're single and you haven't got someone in mind here, then you're getting the solid foundations to be ready for this, to be able to like go on a date and ask them the right questions and communicate what it is, who you are and what it is that you want, so that they can make a firm decision on it. It's very mature kind of an energy, this. Teaching, so you've done a lot of learning lately, a lot of learning about yourself, a lot of inner work. Oh, it's good energy. So the 3 of Pentacles, so then you can be in these discussions and these talks with someone else. Now that could be a date, yeah. It could be for some of you, it could be a date. And yeah, okay, I won't preempt it, because I'm just thinking if it is a date, then this is a good sign here. This could be someone that you go on a date with, them not knowing, because they don't have the information. They might need to go on a few dates with you and really get to know you to get the information of whether they want to move ahead with you. And that's a really good sign, right? Of them wanting to take it slowly. But tell us why this 3 of Pentacles is here. This very much feels like learning the application of it in actual relationships. And I'm not saying that you've got no relationship skills and this is the first time you're doing it, but this is different. This feels to me like it might be the first time that you're actually consciously getting into a relationship and discussing it, and being upfront about it all. And yeah, that aspect of it could be very new to you. So the 3 of Pentacles, tell us about the 3 of Pentacles. What's this 3 of Pentacles doing? I'm going to use that one as well because I was getting a message from it. Oh, why am I putting those away if I need them? Okay, so you got the 3 of Emotions here. It's complicated. There's other people involved is what I'm saying here. Seeing here, and the Death card, something needs to end first, so you need to discuss this. It could be that this is someone coming back into your life, or someone that you're getting together with that you already know, and you're discussing it and you're saying, look, this is a deal breaker for me, you being with someone else, or you're still having this thing going, or that a third party kind of thing, some kind of complication. It's like you've got to sort that out first. It could be that. 8 of Material, so the work that you've put in, you're going to reap rewards from, but you do need to be outspoken about it. You see how the Death card here has got a moth in front of the mouth, almost like they're being silenced and got their eyes closed. She's got her eyes closed down here as well. And it's almost like that's what you've been doing, is like you've been getting into something and hoping for the best and hoping that it'll just go away and that they'll be perfect and that they'll sort it out and they'll figure it out. And this is saying, no, you need to end that and you need to talk about it. You need to get it out in the open now. Like, you need to sort this thing out, or, open your eyes and be outspoken about it so that you can sort it out. It's very much about negotiations. Put that work in. put that work in now, and you're going to reap the rewards from it. So it's not enough. The law of attraction stuff isn't enough. It's not enough to just do the inner work in yourself. They're not going to magically change because of that. You actually need to talk to them about it and face the difficult things that need to be faced, especially if there's a third party going on there. It could be that they've got like an ex-girlfriend as a best friend, and that just doesn't cut it with you, and you're like, no, you need to stop that, because that's not appropriate, and it's always going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem for 99.9% of the population, and it's a problem for me. More importantly, the 100% is me. And yeah, it's about having those hard discussions, but doing it from a base place of solidity that you found yourself in because of the inner work that you've been putting in. Things will get easier, don't forget, and you've got grace coming in, so it is going to lead to flow. If nothing else, if it turns out to be a deal breaker in this relationship, if you can't find a compromise, if you don't agree on things, if it's a no from them or if it's a no from you, then you've learned from this experience of these discussions. So nothing will be lost in this process. The Eight of Materials upside down. I didn't mean that. I never take reverse because I'm an intuitive reader, and so I can feel when it's in the negative. Well, I feel just different messages from them. It's very rarely is it like the base interpretation of the card. What's behind this? Growth is behind this. We've got death there. Yeah, we'll take that as well. It's the death. Something needs to end, but it's not going to end by magic. It's going to end by you addressing it. There's really something in this, and you speaking out, and you having to face up to something, face the situation, in order to grow, to take it to the next level. It's not just going to magically happen. So it could make you very nervous. I mean, you could have learned to never face up to things. I don't mean never face up to things, but never confront. You could be very averse to confrontation, and so it could be very triggering for you to do this, or you could feel very nervous even starting doing it. But with this grace card, and with things getting lighter, I think that as soon as you do it, you're going to realize it's not as scary as you thought, and it's not such a terrifying process as your ego is telling you it is. Like, you're not going to die. They're not going to attack you for it. You're just going to have a discussion, and it could easily be nipped in the bud as well, is what I'm hearing. It could get a lot easier, a lot faster. Maybe they've been having to guess. That could be why. They could have been having to guess with you before, because you weren't being clear and you weren't speaking. You weren't using your words to convey where you were at and what you needed to know from them and all of that. So they could have been left in the dark here and not knowing what the hell to do, having to guess. And that's not ideal in relationships, right? So let's go into that. Why are they to the Two of Swords here next in their love life? Why are they kind of unsure here? Eight of Inspiration. If you're the goal target setting, so they're unsure of that yet. What does that mean? It doesn't mean that they're doubting you. It means they don't have the information from you yet. This is about you holding some of, or them thinking that you're holding some of yourself back. They haven't got the clarity yet on whether you're the go forward with you. They don't know you. So like I said, some of you, this is about you starting to date, and this is a new person, and they're going to need to go on a few dates to get the information out of you, especially if you're not forthcoming with some of it, because that's your fear pattern, your conditioning, or to not divulge certain information, or to be fearful of telling them you want a long-lasting relationship with children or whatever, or marriage. You could have a fear about even coming up with that because of a belief that you think nobody wants that, and you can't admit to that yet, and you've got to kind of trick them into it instead. There could be all kinds of reasons, right, why you might hold back of letting someone know you. But this is what it feels like. So if you already know this person, they don't know the true you yet. They know that there's something that you're holding back, and it's not like you're lying to them. They want to know the full you first, and they don't feel like they can make a decision until they do that. They can't march forward with you because they're not sure that if you're the match for them, so they want to take it slowly. So I guess this is saying that it's all riding on you learning how to open up properly and tell someone and be able to talk and face things and stuff like that, you know? The Empress. This is you giving birth to something new. Oh, this is them, sorry. This is them taking it slowly so that they can. This is the Empress. This is the marriage card in a way. It's the wife, you know, the one that's going to mother their children kind of thing, or they're the one that they want to impregnate them. They want to be sure. So this does feel like it's someone who is wanting something solid, wanting something for the long term here. But so in that case, if this is someone that wants the long term, if you're scared to even admit to that and what your wishes are and all of that, because you don't think it's going to be met, they're looking for that, and because you're not admitting it, they're going to think that you're not the right person for them, and that you could actually be on the same page, but you're too afraid to say it in case that's what they don't want. What's behind this? New beginning. So they want a new beginning, they want a big start, they want a long-term relationship, they want someone to get married to, they want that commitment. So that's why they're taking it slowly. So you might find that you pull away from this person in a way, or your reaction is to pull away from this person because they're not jumping on in there and presuming. They wait until they've got that information from you. Meanwhile, you're learning how to be more forthcoming and be brave enough to be forthcoming with that information and put an end to this old cycle of not facing things and not speaking up about your truth there. So let's find out for you what's next in your love life. Well, it's definitely progression for you. It feels like learning more relationship skills, applying what you've learned already, and finding some courage within yourself to do things a little bit differently, especially speaking out about it not being okay about a third party. If you know about it, any kind of third party, it doesn't mean that like they're in another relationship or anyway. Anything. It could be a friend. It could be a friend like that's no good for them or whatever. And it could be all kinds of things. But this also could be, if you're going on the dating scene, this could be about you stepping up and saying, if this is right for you, that you're not into like casual dating or anything. If you're dating, and it's got to be exclusive from the start. And then if you decide not to carry on, no problem, but it's got to be exclusive from the start. You could say something like that. But I feel like whatever it is that you need to say, your truth about third parties, and like you might want to be upfront about cheating, you know, is not on there, not even in these initial stages. If you're not in it to get to know me on a one-to-one basis from the start, then let's call this a day, because you're not going to be right for me in the long term. And just all of that kind of stuff. Well, however it is that you stand with regards to third parties, rather than scaring them off, I feel like this is going to attract the right person in, because they want that too. They want that same thing too. So you got to make the effort. You're going to have to make the effort here next in your love life. So there's effort to be made, and you're going to have to do things differently, especially around communication. It's worth taking the steps you're guided to take to make that effort. What else for you? What's next in your love life? Crystals? A time for healing. It's going to be a healing time for you, this. It's going to be challenging. It's even more work, and I'm feeling a kind of weariness coming from your energy. Or even more work for you to do. It might have felt like no one else is doing the work, but you know, we've all got that work to do within relationships. It's tricky. It is tricky. What else? Can't it just be easy? Well, it kind of is. It's getting easier. You've got the ease and grace there, and that probably lit you really up. Now I've really tapped into your energy. You probably thought, at last, it's going to be easy. Not so fast. Oh, kindness. This is beautiful. You're a humanitarian made of love. You're able to share that energy with others. Just keep that in mind. You know, it's not like there's something wrong with you. You're not very good at relationships. I sort all of this stuff out. That's not what this is saying. This is saying, crystals, you deserve an amazing relationship for all that work that you've put in within yourself, that inner work. And you're a kind person. You're very loving. You deserve a great relationship. Well, to be able to get into a great relationship with a great person like this, you need to develop it even more than that. So this is saying, it's not that you're not worthy of a relationship. You could have any old relationship. We could all have any kind of old relationship at any point. But we don't really want that, do we? We want a great relationship. And when we're talking about having a great relationship, that's when even more work needs to be put in there. Tell us more. But you're a kind person, you're humanitarian. That's beautiful. And you want to share that energy with others. I like that. Kindness. Keys on a ring. And so this is the next logical step, this relationship, whether it's someone coming back or someone coming in. This person, because they do seem very upfront and they want that information, and they're a communicator. They're someone that likes to know. They don't like to guess. They're not guessing and pretending it's intuition. They want to know the information out of your mouth. They want to know about you. They want to know the truth out of you. They want you to say it. That's when they're going to trust you. And so this person has like the keys for you. They've got the clues for you. And this is about many options and decision making as well. And so you can make that decision for yourself in the same way, but asking them those questions. And I feel like many of you maybe haven't done that. Maybe you've been leaving yourself out instead of asking the tough questions. And it's not really tough questions, it's straightforward questions. It's like, are you into monogamy from the start, right from dating? Some people are, some people aren't. Some people aren't bothered by that. I am. But I don't even date anyway, so that's not me. I need to be in love with someone before I even tell them I like them. What's next in their love life then, your person, the next person coming in? I think it will be a next person coming in for most of you. But for some of you, you will know who this is. It just feels very much like a dating thing, and it could be there's someone that's been through this process a lot of times too, and has been learning as well. What's next in their love life? Engagement. They are serious. Hi. This person knows you already. They've earmarked you. They think they don't know yet. Need more information, but this is what they want. They want engagement. They want commitment. That is what they want. So they want the information from you to see if you are that commitment. So then that's what you've got to do when someone's looking for commitment, apparently, is you don't just dive into it, and you need to talk to them up front about the committed things, rather than scaring them away. And it will scare the wrong people away, and that's a good thing, right? Dodging the bullet. But it will draw them in. It will draw the right person in, because that's the stuff that they want to know about. They want to know whether you're into commitment. They don't want someone that's going to be cheating and all over the place if they're looking for engagement. Their hard work is paying off. See, they've been putting it in too. So this is a match to you. This is someone that's been putting that work in, that inner work in, and that relationship work in, especially the work up front to find out. And so they could have been through really hard times here to get to the point where they want that information up front. They don't want to just get into any kind of relationship and dive on in there and, get intimate too soon and get attached to you and then find out that you're not interested in commitment at all, and that you're not into monogamy. They don't want to know that. They probably had that experience before. Action. This is an action taker, and they're going to take action. They've got courage to express themselves, the loving colours of the soul. So this is someone maybe a little bit more practiced at being more open with their communication and using their words about who they are. But I do feel like they still want to hear it from you. They might not preempt it, because you've got to make the effort there. It's you that's going to have to come up with that. So they could have been burned in this way. In other words, they've been working on communication, right? They might have gone on dates and then been upfront and said, this is what I want, this is who I am, and this is what I want. Now, you might have had this experience before, and it feels like they've had this experience, that if you do that up front, if you tell someone too much up front, if they are a catfisher, if they are the kind of person that wants to just get what they want from you, they're going to lie to you and pretend that they want that too. Oh yeah, I want commitment. Yeah, I'm monogamous, even if they're not, right? And they could have found gold diggers, all kinds of people that you find out later it wasn't even true. And so they're not necessarily going to put it all on the plate for you. It's going to be a to-fro. A Knight of Pentacles, a slow process of getting to know each other and divulging even more information. So going back to you then, I would say, yes, you need to open up more and use your voice more. But again, you don't want that kind of a catfish kind of a scenario too. So just let it flow. Grace, let it flow. back and forth and back and forth. Let them bring some of the information up, and then you offer some of that the harder for you kind of information and the deeper stuff, and then let them talk about some of the deeper stuff. So don't go all in exposing your soul straight away on the first date, because you can fall prey to these people that want to lie to get whatever it is that they want. Now, they've got abundance. So this could be someone that wants to grow, to build something with you, abundance. This could be someone that's already abundant and they're looking for that. They're looking for someone that isn't going to be like a gold digger, that's someone that is already abundant. So they might want you to talk about your work and stuff like that, and maybe even financial things, which isn't necessarily something that you might address usually, but it could be important, to know that stuff if it's important to them. So yeah, they might want to talk about money. That might be upfront here. So you might be having, if this is a new dating situation, you might want to be like lightly talk about the money up front, like, I don't like this going halves and being finicky about it. Maybe I'll pay for this one, or you pay for this one, and I'll pay for the next date if we ever get there, kind of thing. And we'll just keep on doing that. It's that kind of thing. I used to have something with an ex where we would have like a date night once a week, and we take it in turns. And so the person who was paying for it would choose where they were going, because we tried to do it the other way around first, and we realized no, because one could like choose something really expensive and then the other one's got to pay for it. So each week one of us would, alternating weeks, would choose where we were going, and they would pay for it as well. It was sweet. It was really sweet. It was like a gift. And so you could suggest something like that. They might want to talk about money up front in that kind of way. And so you could all by saying something like that when you're dating, you could preempt that situation, that you're not like got hang-ups about money or whatever, and you're willing to compromise, but you kind of can make it fun in that way by doing that, and make it a surprise too. It can add an element of surprise and fun in there too. It was really cool when we used to do that. Let's find out more. What's next in your love life? Sacred reverence. The respect that you deserve is coming here. This is a respectful person, and you're going to get that respect that you deserve. You have wish upon a star as well. So you've been wishing for this for a while, and I don't feel it's major. I think this is just kind of tweaks in the way that you've been approaching it, especially in your fears of being upfront about the things in confrontation. And a tender embrace, you're going to get that tender embrace that you want. So it's just a little bit more of a challenge to open up, and it's going to feel like confrontation, even though it isn't. It's just sharing who you are and where you're at, and then I think you're going to get what you want from it here, because whether the person that you're going on a date with respects that and agrees with it or not, you're still going to find out, right? You're going to find out if you've dodged a bullet, if it's a no, and you're going to find it out up front if you do these things. They've got quiet in the mind, so they are trying not to overthink. This is sweet. So if you already know this person, they're already thinking too much for you, and they're trying to shut that down and take it slowly. They're trying not to guess. So could be someone that has been in that guessing game as well, falling in love with an imaginary version of you. You got love here. You want love. You want that tender embrace. You want that true love. It's not about finding love. You are love itself. Beautiful. And so this is about loving your inner child as well. So make sure to do that there. They're quite in the mind. What else have they got going on? Forgiveness. Yeah, so they do have hang-ups from the past. This is why they're taking things slowly, and this is why they need the information up front, because they've got stuff to heal from the past. So they're still in that healing process there and forgiving themselves probably, but also other people too. They've got really great intentions here. Like I said, this is someone that wants commitment, they want growth, they want transformation, and they've got positive intentions for this relationship. So intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and moving in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me to come true. So they want the wishes to come true here with you, but they want to find out first if you are it. it. And they want to use their mind for that and not overthink it. So let's get a love message from your heart to their heart. Love message from your heart to their heart. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love, and act on it, is what it says there. So you want them to demonstrate that. You're wanting them to come forward and show that love. They might be a little bit reluctant to do that too soon, you know, to get intimate too soon and all of that. And they want to tell you to choose love. You always have a choice, make yours with love. So you're both calling each other in to make this choice of love and to show love. And so you might both be holding back because of fears here. It might take you some time to open up to each other here. You're both kind of wanting each other to open up first, it feels like. And you're probably going to open up at the same time, like little flowers opening up at the same time. It's the slow coming together, which is great because it's the things that come in slowly tend to be the things that really last. So I think you're onto something good here, or you're learning something very important in this process of how to negotiate relationships. How to negotiate relationships. So there you have it. Crystals, if that sounds like it is your story and you want some more guidance here, I'm going to record that right now, this extended version. And so if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments, just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant download, so do get your email address right. You will receive a file, open that up, and you can click on the crystal and watch the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click on that like button down there. It really helps my channel out. Let me know what's going on, how this resonates with you in the comments as well. And please consider subscribing as well if you haven't already. Click that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. Good luck with this one. And if I'm not seeing you in the extended, then I'll see you next time in the next pick a card. Bye. If you chose the flower, this one's for you. Let's find out what's coming up next in your love life. Now, as always, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is a video reading that goes into guidance for you. So if you find that this is your situation, could be your situation, it could be your reading, you're resonating with it, you might want to get that for some guidance on it. I'm going to give you guidance for the situation you find yourself in right now, guidance for you in this relationship, and how this might all go down, possible timelines for all of that, or the next relationship that you're getting, and it could be for some of you. So let's get into it. If you're interested in that deeper dive, I'll pop a link for it up there and in the description box and in the comments as well below. It is going to be a document this time. You can click on a link in there to watch it on YouTube. So I'm changing it about to make it easier for you guys to watch that. So what have you got? Let's see what's next in your love life. Flowers, you've got Garden of the Night here. So this could be Dark Night of the Soul kind of thing. There could be challenges coming up next in your love life here. That's not what we want to hear for flowers, but there you go. It's kind of truthful, isn't it? There's a lot of challenges that come up. Dark Night of the Soul, though, you might be weary. You know, similar lessons coming up. It could be that kind of stuff coming up. Tell us more. For flowers, cozy home. It might be a retreat. It might be a difficult retreat kind of thing from a relationship here. So let's get into it. I'm going to go into your story. What's coming up next for you? What's coming up next with them as well, your person, your next person, or someone that you've got your eye on at the moment. Let's get a complete picture on all of this. You first, what's next in your love life? Whoa, the Two of Cups. A love offer, a significant love offer coming in. Why would that lead to a Dark Night of the Soul? There could be a trickiness about it. Hang on. Let's get all the other cards out first before I go into this. So there's a bit of not a conflict. There's a bit of a, you know, a contrast in the energies there, isn't there? Yeah, here it is. Four of Cups. There's a bowl of rainbows being offered to you, but there's something not quite right about it. There's something is not what you want, or you're focused on the lack, or what could go wrong with it, or what is wrong with it, or what you imagine could be the problem with it, or something like that. Now, what about your person here? This person that's giving this love offer. Tell us about this for flowers. Flowers person, what's next in their love life? What's next in flowers person's love life? The Empress. It seems that they're committed. They want a committed relationship. It seems that they're looking for someone to have babies with. This kind of is suggesting commitment here. Maybe that's why it's a big offer. So what's the problem here? What's next in flowers person's love line? Judgment, discernment. Now a choice to be made here. A choice to be made. They might have to give something up for it. You might have to give something. There's just something funny about this, isn't there? There's something, it's not a 100% hell yes kind of thing. There's either something that you've got to compromise or something that you've got to give up to get what it is. There's something that's just not perfect about it on both sides here. And that's probably true to real life, that not everything is roses. Especially as we get older, I think the majority of the people I'm talking here are like in 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever. There might be some younger people watching me, but as you get older, you've got more baggage. That's what I'm finding. And it's like, how come it's like all these people have got baggage and I keep on meeting them? And it always have to be so complicated. And I'm thinking like it does, because I'm pretty complicated, because I've lived 50 years of life and I've had many relationships, and so it gets complicated the longer you've lived. It could just be that, I don't know. Let's see, the Two of Cups, but you've got a love offer coming in. That's nice. A love offer coming in. Tell us why the Two of Cups is out here. You might not want to hear about the problems that are going to come with it, but you're going to hear about it because that's real life, right? It might not be anything big. It might just be a disappointment. The Four of Cups is a disappointment. It's like, but I wanted it to be my prince and my ideal, and I thought I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted it to be a Hallmark movie. Well, Hallmark movies, they've always got that twist. They always do something wrong, don't they? And she walks away and she's like, and then they come back. Oh, whoa. The Muse of Inspiration. This is the King of Wands. This is the one that comes in and says, you're mine. This is a fiery, passionate love offer coming in. This is going to be very tempting. It's nice. It's tempting. There's a lot of passion there. Strong sexual chemistry. They are certain. Well, they're certain that they want you anyway, and you're probably certain that you want them. This is like get your coat you've pulled kind of. It's the you can't help but get together with them, and you're fast in bed kind of an energy here. A love offer. It's a lust offer. Let's be honest about this. Now you've got psychic development behind that. Now this could be that wishful thinking, oh, this is my person, it's got to be my person because I've got this lust. Lust doesn't make for that. We can have lust and often do, for completely the wrong kind of people. So it's not necessarily so. The psychic development. So you might be making this lust offer mean more than it is. And that could lead to disappointment here. Four of Cups, tell us this. So then you're disappointed. Is that it? Yes, it is. You know what? You're disappointed. It's confusing to you. And it's breaking your heart. You're disappointed. It's just a last offer. It's what it feels like. Or you're worried that it's just an offer of lust because it's so lusty. There's so much fire in there that you're worried that's all it's about, and that's kind of breaking your heart. It's unknown, the moon, it's you and your feels. It is confusing. It's confusion. You're like, is this just lust? You could be kind of rebelling against that it's so passionate. Maybe you've had experiences in the past which has just been lust, and when you have this strong lusty connection here with a lot of passion, you might be thinking that's all it is. It might be making you feel disappointed or scared that that's all it is, that there isn't anything deeper. What's behind this? Divine timing. Divine timing for what though? For you finding out that this isn't it, or that it's okay to have that high passion, that strong sexual chemistry, that passionate, maybe very fast getting together energy, And it still can develop into something more. It's not telling us. It's unknown. It's the moon. It's unknown. Is this going to break your heart? Is this going to disappoint you? Or are you disappointing yourself thinking that it might disappoint you? That it might just be that. They've got the Empress, which suggests that they're looking for someone to have the babies. Commitment? Or is it just someone to have the babies? Which is a commitment in itself, really, isn't it? I don't know, some people are idiots though. The Empress. Depends whether we're talking about a kid here. I mean, someone with much younger energy, you know. Four of Materials is with that. Holding their energy back because they want that. This could just be that you're both kind of coming from an immature kind of a place. I'm not saying you're young or immature or anything like that. I'm just saying emotionally or relationship-wise, you might be immature. And if this is a lusty connection, you could be jumping in there really fast. You being the psychic development, I intuitively know that they're one because this connection is so strong. You don't know that unless you've really got to know each other, but you might be telling yourself that. They could be like similar, but judgments about it. The Empress, I'm looking for someone to have my babies, to have some kind of commitment with, but then they want to pull back their energy because the sexual attraction is just so strong. You've got something going on here and it's freaking you both out. It's good. It's like strong sexual attraction, but that's not everything. We know that in relationships, right? And you're both freaking out in different ways to it because of past experiences that you've had. They're going to pull back their energy because of it. They could seem hot and cold. Well, they're going to seem hot, but they could seem cold too, pulling back their energy. Because they're worried that this isn't going to be a commitment kind of thing because of that strong sexual attraction. So they're going to pull away. You're going to think that they're going to break your heart because it's just about sexual attraction, and their behavior of pulling away could reinforce that. And you're being brokenhearted and being unsure about it could reinforce their worries in them as well. It says it's all good here. Who's behind that? No, it's not all good. You know what? Because they are pulling away. I could read this as they want kids. They're pulling away because they, but it's all good. They're just having a break kind of thing. Just be chill about it. But they're actually holding the energy back. They're pulling away. Now, okay, maybe it is all good. Maybe it's them trying to reinforce, to slow it down, trying to pull back from that sexual energy. So you're messaging them, wanting another hit, another dopamine hit, serotonin hit from them. And they are withdrawing their energy because this is tricky, isn't it? This is a super, super passionate sexual relationship. But you're both also wanting commitment, is what it feels like. And you've got to negotiate this to not kind of use each other sexually for those hits, because that's what it is. It's like it's a hit. It's like a drug. And to let it develop in other ways too, and not just the sexual way. So they're pulling back. That's freaking you out. It is all good though. So they're doing what they need to do to try and make sure that this is a relationship that they want to get into. It's tricky. So Judgment, they're trying to make a decision on it. They're trying to slow things down. They might not be doing a very good job at that. They might cave, especially if you're persistent with it. That drug is powerful. It's a nightmare. To try and control this. The lust. Trying to control it so that they can make a judgment about you. To make a decision about you. If this is more than that lust. So this is extremely strong sexual connection energy that is making it difficult for you both to decide whether this is going to be more than that, or if it can be more than that, or if, I mean, wouldn't it be ideal if it could be more than that, if you can negotiate this? But it's bringing lots of fears up for you. What's behind this? It's a nightmare for them, so they got a lot of anxiety about making that decision. It's hard for them to pull away. Omens. So they're thinking they're getting omens about it. You're reminding them of an ex or whatever. Maybe they've had player days. Maybe you've had player days, and it's reminding you of that. It's freaking you both out because of that. It's freaking you both out. Is this just lust, or can there be like a lasting, loving relationship that's more and deeper and all of that with this amount of lust in there? Is it possible? So the Garden of the Night, it's a dark night of the soul because it is tricky. It's tricky. This is a tricky one to navigate, even though it appears on the surface that it's exactly what you want. Now, this doesn't surprise me at all. The strong magnetic attraction here. Oh my goodness, there is. This is, whew, it's hot stuff. Wow, if you can both figure this out to get it to a deeper place, this is going to be an incredible connection. An incredible relationship, you know. It might be one that has that passion lasting for a long time. You got, look at the bigger picture. Nothing is yet set in stone, so you do need to take this slowly. You need to decide on it. You need to look at the bigger picture there. Take a step back from it, like they're doing. Withdraw your energy a little bit from time to time, just get clarity, because they're like a drug to you. They're like a drug to you. Nothing is yet set in stone. You need to make that decision. So don't go off this thing, this psychic development thing. Don't go, just the lust and the feelings that you've got for them, don't go off that. Like I said, that doesn't mean a thing. We can have that for the worst of people, right? Doesn't mean a thing. You need to take your time with this. I'm not saying don't get into it sexually. Do enjoy it, totally. But every now and then you're going to do like they do. You need to do like they do. You need to pull back from it. Just give yourself space. It's like, am I an addict here to the drugs that they're giving me, the way that I'm feeling with them? Or is this something more? You're going to have to keep on checking yourself before you wreck yourself. And I'm not saying that you're going to wreck yourself. Ooh, this could be something that you've been wishing for, is this hot romance. And careful what you wish for, because it might be really tricky to navigate this one. You've got creativity here. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. So this could be totally new to you. A super sexual relationship with massive chemistry, and trying to navigate this rather than it just being a one-night stand or just that, you know, just using each other for sex kind of thing. It's going to be highly intoxicating, and add in that depth. It is possible. I've had like extremely sexual relationships, and we've had a close bond too, so it is possible. It is, yeah. Tell us more. Tell us more for flowers. What's next in the love life? Not enough. Is it enough for you that? Is it enough for you that? Frustration. That's what you've got here, is this frustration. Is it enough? Lack of confidence in it. Yeah, self-sabotage, fear, egos, issues, jealousy could come up as well. You might think that the player, so it's reminding you of player energy and all of that. You don't trust it. Is it enough for you? Not as it stands. You need to incorporate other aspects in. How do you do that when it's so intoxicating? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know when you figure this out. I'm going to go into it. And this is going to be an interesting deeper dive to do in that extending. What's next in theirs, in their love life? Yes, this is very interesting reading this one. Forgiving and learning. They've got forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So they're kind of in it to win it here. They are interested in getting over these fears that are coming up and making this choice here. They do want some kind of commitment, but they're not all lost, and it's a bit of a nightmare that you're intoxicating to them. It's a beautiful nightmare, but it's a nightmare nonetheless, you know. They want to forgive, and they want to let things go from the past so they don't have so much fear, so they can open up and create a deeper relationship from this. Are you both able to do that? What else for them? Their commitment's being tested. It's going to be a testing relationship, this, in the sweetest of ways. Because it could be so easy just to let this be like an explosion of lust and for it to burn out like that, rather than taking the time to make it into something else, make it into something deeper as well. That is your mission. Both of your missions here is to balance that up and keep your pants on, to long enough to discuss the other stuff, or to develop a deeper, stronger connection there, so that you know that it's about more. What else is next in their love life? Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So they need to incorporate more of that love energy rather than that lust energy. Next, the compassion. This is a person that could have just been in player mode, or not just. No one's one-sided like that, but they could have been a lot in that player energy. This could be someone that has a high sex drive and so has been drawn into that player energy a lot. But they want more than that. And so they're developing the compassion. So this person could come across, you might be a bit worried about them being a narcissist at first. I don't feel that they are, but they could come across at that. They could show you, they could remind you of narcissists that you've known, let's put it that way. I don't feel that this is a user, but they could appear as that, especially if you've known these people and how they've been around other people. They could appear as that, but they want so much more than that. Yeah, this is someone who wants so much more than that. Here's the golden mirror though, it's the narcissist card. Oh, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship and love bombing. This could be what they've experienced. Now, I was picking up they could come across as a narcissist. I'm not picking up that that's their energy, but often when I'm reading narcissists, they do hide their energy from me. This could be that they have been in these relationships where they're kind of being used for that too. So they're being used for that sexual side of themselves. You're both going to have to navigate this very carefully if it's a long-term relationship that you want, and it seems like it is. It seems like that was what you're both looking for. I wouldn't have said that if the Empress hadn't come out here in them. And Judgment as well. So this is the dark side of getting what it is that you want. You know, be careful what you wish for. That's why it's the dark night of the soul, because this is tricky. This is tricky. In a way, it's much more easy to be in a less chemistry, a relationship with less chemistry, right? You've got the storyteller and broken open. Fears from the past, the stories that you've had going on in the past. This is why it's happening to you. So you might have been shut down sexually, or you might have got fears about your own sexuality, or maybe you've got a high sex drive and you found that you keep on getting involved with players or something because of it. There's a fear there. So you're attracting the same thing in to break you open, to release that story that you've got here, and to write a new chapter in it. It feels like this is an important chapter for both of you. Like you both got to navigate this of being yourselves and being in that passionate energy and that chemistry energy and that strong sexual energy, and also navigate the other things that you want in your life and not let it override everything. Like I said, this is going to be a very interesting deeper dive. I'm looking forward to this one. They've got seeing beyond and shining through. The soul wants to shine through, right? The deeper stuff wants to shine through. They want to see beyond the physical attraction. They want to get deeper than that. So it's like you both are on the same page in a way, but you're both so intoxicating to each other that it's going to be really tricky to do it. It's just like confirmation of what I've already said. So this whole narcissist thing, I would say no to that. I would say that, of course, if it's a narcissist, if you know it's a narcissist, and be very careful. getting into a relationship like that. I'm not saying ignore those signs, but from this reading, I'm not picking up that that's the case. But I can see, like I can see in my own life, when I had a relationship with a grandiose narcissist, it was extremely sexual. And yeah, I would be in this worried about them being a narcissist just because of that, just because they'd remind me of him. But what have you got next? You've got calmness, so you need to calm down. Pour a bucket of water over your head. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence or intense feelings. Oh, take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, quiet my loins, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. You're going to have to calm yourself down. This is like, whew, hot stuff. Them? What's next for them? Solitude. Oh, being enough too. Okay, solitude and being enough. So once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. So that might be that pulling back energy as well. They might be like, I'm not going to chase this one down. It is as much as I want my fix. They're going to pull away from you a little bit just to slow things down. They're going to do that. That's going to be their way of doing it, of calming it down. You're going to have to find your own way of calmness. It might be the same way as they're doing it there. And being enough. So they need to know that they're enough. They need to know that they're loved too, not just lusted. This is important for this person. The innermost heart says you are enough, nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change. No need to grow more deserving. You, yes, you are loved. So they need to know that. Now, that puts a whole new slant on it, because this person, and maybe you too, this means that they're kind of hypersexual, and it might have come from childhood trauma, and that can be a result of childhood trauma, either being sexualized as a child and getting into that energy too early, or any kind of a trauma that makes them feel not enough. It could have sent them, when they became a teenager and their sexuality started off, they could have been finding their self-esteem and their self-worth through that sexuality, and they might have just gone with that because that feels really good. Of course, who wouldn't go with that? And then they've got themselves into this place where it's reinforcing, I don't feel enough, I don't feel enough, I don't feel enough, because it's a very low way of getting our self-worth, right? It's like prostitution. It's a low way of getting our self-worth. That is just valuing ourselves for our bodies. And they're feeling that now. They're feeling that as in, you're not really loving me. It's because they're not really loving them. So they're on this self-love path here to feel like they're good enough. For more than that, for more than just that. Now, you could be resonating with that message as well. If you find that is the case too, if you find that you've been hypersexual. So let's get a message out from your hearts. From your heart to their heart, your heart to their heart. Romance. You want the romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So you're drawing them in. You're like, bring it on. Give me some more of that. You might have had a bit of a dry patch lately, and you might like, bring it on, but still worried that it's not going to be more than that. They're saying receive with love and appreciation to you. Their heart is saying that to you. Receive. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So they want you to receive. They want you to be in the feminine. Now I do feel like this is the feminine and this is the masculine here. Yeah. Wow. They want you to receive. So they want you to submit in a way. Wow. It gets deeper. It gets deeper. This whole gets deeper. This could be like them wanting you to submit to them. Okay, well, let's do it. If this sounds like it could be your story, you want it to be your story, or it is your story, then you might want to get that deeper dive. I'll pop a link for it up here. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. Do make sure you get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. That email might end up in your junk, your spam, your promotions folder if you've got Gmail. There's a document in there. Open that document, you'll see the links to the flower reading. So click on the flower and you can download that instantly. You can watch it on YouTube instantly this time. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. If this is where you leave me, don't forget to click like on this video and leave a comment as well. Let me know what's going on. And if you met this person already, or you kind of have been hoping for this person to come in, And if you're not a subscriber already, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out when you do all of that kind of stuff. Click on that notification bell if you want to hear more from me and if you want to know when I'm going live, which I do 3 times a week as well. And yeah, good luck with this relationship or whatever's going on for you. And I'll see you in the extended if you're coming along with me. Bye. If you chose the shell, this one's for you. Let's find out what's next in your love life. Now, as always, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended version, a video reading that goes with this, going into guidance for you. So if you find that this is your reading, could be your reading, if it's your situation, if it resonates with you, you might want to get that. I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, guidance for you in this relationship, and also how this might all go down, and possible timelines for all of that as well. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link that in the description box and in the comments as well. So let's see what's next in your love life. I'm going to go into it for you and for them as well, your next person or the person you got your eye on. Time to walk alone. Oh, alone time. Okay, what's next in your love life? Not a lot, but let's find out. You're going to have to be courageous here. Oh, so this could be like a breakup, or yeah, you having to be courageous to be alone for a while. Maybe you've got your eye on someone, but it's not going to happen just yet. Let's find out. So what's next in your love life? Shells, let's focus on you first. What's next in your love life? You're going to get a message about something material coming in here. And you're going to have to make a decision on that, of what action to take. What about your person? I'll get some clarifiers out and go into great detail about all of this. Page of Cups, they're wanting to start something new here in love. Thinking about it. An ideal kind of a relationship. What's ideal for them? And also the Chariot, and they want to rush into it. Well, interesting then that you've got time to walk alone. It could be that they're looking for a new kind of relationship, new to them, I mean. So let's get some clarity on this then. So Page of Pentacles is you. You're receiving a message about something. Now, this could be someone coming back into your life, receiving a message from them. They might have a new idea about what they want. They might want to rush back in. You've got a decision to make about that. Page of Pentacles is the muse of emotions. It's very emotional for you when it happens. So this is you choosing to walk alone then, and to take your time, because a message comes in, someone's saying, I'm coming to see you, or I've got this offer for you, or can I come and see you, or just how are you? It could even be that. It makes you very emotional. It brings it all back. It doesn't feel like a new person to me. It feels like an old person to me, not old in age, someone from your past here. It makes you feel very emotional. It brings it all back. Maybe unresolved, not trauma, but just unresolved emotions, maybe it wasn't truly over. It doesn't feel like it was truly over. So Page of Pentacles. So when they get in touch, it's hard. But things are taken to the next level, ascension. So it's coming back around again for you to take it to the next level. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't necessarily mean taking the relationship to the next level. It means taking yourself to the next level. So it could mean about you walking alone and then making that decision to having the courage to end it completely. It could be about that. That could be taking you in the ascension path, but it's coming back around for a reason, because something wasn't dealt with before. So there is something for you to learn here. But yeah, the offer, or whatever you hear in this message, it's going to be a message. You're going to get it on social media or a text message or something, and it's going to make you very emotional. It's all going to come back. You're like, this again? Do I really want to do this again? It might take you some time to reply to them. Two of Wands, take actions. What are you going to do? You're going to say yes to them? What? I don't know. It's up in the air. I don't know, Claire. It's up in the air. The Knight of Emotions. It makes me so emotional. They come in and... Oh, I don't know if they're coming in with an emotional offer, are they? Or is it just anything? Like I said, the message might just be, how are you? And that's it. You're in a heap on the floor in tears. It could be because of unresolved stuff coming up. I don't know. What does it mean? This could be what you're asking. What does it mean? What does it mean when they've said, like, how are you? You could be reading a lot into it, and I think there is a lot into it. I think you're right to read a lot into it. They could be testing the water to see if you feel mad at them or something like that, I feel like they're probably in a very emotional place too. So, but it's all up in the air. You don't know. You don't know what to do. You don't need to make a snap decision on this. They're going to want to rush in. I wonder why. Maybe they don't want to deal with the emotional stuff. I don't know. Let's see. Or maybe they're ready to deal with the emotional stuff. So what's behind this for you? The Two of Wands, the Two of Materials, and the Knight of Emotions. Do I say yes to this Knight of Cups who's given me a love offer? Even if he hasn't given you a love offer yet, it might just be contact. But to you, in your mind, that's a love offer because there's unresolved emotions here. It could just be that. It could be a situation where they just get in touch with you and you take it to mean a love offer. And then you don't know what to do. What shall I do? Or just reply to them to say how you are. It could be something like that. What's behind this? And then a journey. So you're tripping out over it. You're going to trip out over it. So someone from your past is getting in touch. Someone they've got unresolved feelings for. And it's just going to put you in that emotional turmoil again. And you're going to be, to the outside world, it's going to seem, what's the word? Like you're overreacting to it. It's like you tell a friend, they message me asking me how I am. What shall I say? Like to a friend, you might say, well, are you okay? Tell them that you're okay. On the surface, it might appear that you're being really irrational about it, but you're not, because it's loaded with emotion, this, and I feel like they are too. So you're tripping out. You're going to trip out, and you're not going to know what to say at all, or what they mean by what they're doing. Like, why have you showed up again? You know, that's going to be where you're coming from. But it's a good thing, because that emotional reaction is showing you that there's stuff that's unresolved that needs to be sorted out here. So they're coming in all like the Page of Cups here. Very much unsure, wanting to start something maybe, or is it even possible? Is it even possible? Because look at this. This is a card of deception. Oh, this is tricky, because they could be rushing in because it could just be a booty call situation. And there you are, all up in your emotions. It might just be a booty call to them, but there might be, let's start something new. It could be totally deceptive. What is behind this? Unlimited possibilities and feminine energy. This person has a lot of options here. You're one of their possibilities. You're one of their options. You're one of the feminines that's available to them here, is what I'm getting from this. So be careful. Don't take this on face value, what they're saying. Even if don't read too much into it and then find out. I would be more confrontational with them. We'll get into it in the deeper dive anyway, but my feeling with this energy is being confrontational. Like, what do you mean by that? I would be in the I would be in the DMs with that. What do you mean by that? Why are you coming back into my life now? What's happened? Like, I would want it dead straight from them what the hell this is all about, because I want him to rush in here. Coming on all naive like this. How are you? As if nothing's happened. The Chariot. Why have I got the Chariot here? Ah! It's the Knight of Materials and it's the Two of Emotions. Rushing in with a love offer here. This is going to be so confusing to you. And the Knight of Materials, they're saying like they're going to take it slowly. Now, I would totally be on board with this if it hadn't been for this Seven of Voices card, but that definitely came out. So let's not ignore that red flag sitting on the table right there. Because this seems very promising, doesn't it? The Two of Cups and big love offer. The Knight of Materials taking it slowly. Oh, it seems like they're serious. Seems like they're serious this time. Maybe they're already. Be careful. Be careful. What's behind this? Two of Emotions, Knight of Materials, and the Chariot. Anger and stripping illusions. Whoa. So they were defeated in the past by you. They didn't get what they wanted, and they're kind of a little bit angry. It seems like you're a conquest here. They might just want to get you back to maybe strip their illusions of, they could, I'm not saying they've got no feeling for you here, They could have feeling for you, absolutely, but I don't believe it. I don't believe that it's true. I think they just need to try. So maybe they were undecided about you and they're thinking, oh, like, Shell's popped into my head again. Shell was pretty intense, but I don't know, maybe I could sleep with him again. I'll get in touch and see. Like, see if she's still mad at me or something like that. It could be that. They're angry because you defeated them. You walked away, did you? Or something like that. They were defeated. So it's an ego thing. It's an ego thing. They're trying it on to see if they're trying it on. They are trying it on. They're pretending. Oh, watch out. Okay, what's next in your love life? Well, good to know it, right? It's good to know it beforehand. You've got religious factors. You could be making excuses for this person, that you've got differences, fundamental differences. You could be making excuses for them. You could be making excuses to your friends for them, saying, well, they're not that bad. You know, we just got different. We're just on a different page. It's not a bad person. They do love me. You know what? I don't think they do. I don't think they do love you. I think they've had feelings for you, yeah, but there can be feelings and there can be feelings. I think feelings can be a tingle somewhere, you know? We all know that. So religious factors, don't make excuses for this person. Be careful of doing that. Tell us more. What's next for Shells? Kind of nervous for you. A time to give rather than take. Watch out. Watch out. You could be very loving and giving to this person and give them the benefit of the doubt. Weeks. Oh Lord. Trust and joy. Yeah. Are you? It delights. Of course, it's going to appeal to your ego. There is an ego approach to you, and it's going to appeal to your ego, and it could give you a sense of joy, what your wishful thinking in the past and stuff. It's going to appeal to your ego. They're coming from ego here. And it's going to appeal to your ego, and don't be so trusting in that, of that good feeling that you get. It's your ego wanting to win, right? They come back. They're wanting to win too. They're coming back because they want to win. But it's going to make you feel joy, and just recognize it. Is it true joy, or is there a lot of trepidation in there? Is there a lot of insecurity in there? Is there a lot of fear in there? The same, like, trust your intuition, but really listen to your true intuition. Don't just listen to that ego, because we all want that past person to come back and declare their undying love for us, because we want to win. Let's be honest about it. It's because we want to win. It's our ego. We want to be right. We want to be right in that choice that we made in the past. That's why you might be making excuses for them to your friends as well. The Grim Reaper. Chop the head off. The relationship is over. No second chances. Yes. That. It's a big no. And a little bit more no. And absolutely not. And no, not on your life. Not on your Nelly. We're going to try it on. Pay attention to the red flags they've got. They've got that. What? The signs are cautioning you. You might be cautioning them too. You might, like I said, with this energy, I want to fight them. I want to fight them. I'm rolling up my sleeves already energetically to fight them. I would be in their face saying, what the hell do you mean by that, and why are you coming back now? They need to pay attention to that. If you're putting up that front to them, which I totally would, we'll get into that in the deeper dive though. They need to pay attention to that, and it could warn them off, and they might not come back after that, and that's going to leave you a little bit sad. But it's better for you in the long run is to, and that it's going to appease your ego as well, to stand up for them and finish this, be the Grim Reaper and say, no, this relationship is over. This is nowhere near enough for me. If you can get to that point. Balance spirituality and practicality. So they're kind of trying to, sort of, having some kind of a trying to grow. They are, but, this person is at a different level to you. and they could be all the tricks in the book to try and tell you the right thing, kind of thing, but you need to recognize that. Oh, ownership. Okay. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. So they could talk the talk here and say, I've learned from it. I'm sorry I did that before. They could be coming in with all that sweet talk. I'm innocent here. It's a deception. It's all deception. They could pretend like they're taking ownership of it. They're appealing to your ego. They're telling you what you want to hear. This isn't the truth of them. But you're going to be susceptible to it because of what you've been through before. This is going to be a tricky situation. And they've got soulmates. Oh, if they play the soulmate card, that's going to be tricky too. So I know you're the one and all of that. If they sweet talk you with all of that stuff, beware. Beware. What was this? Courage. You need to have courage here. And time to walk alone. It's going to be hard to say no to this person, but you need to. And it's only hard to say no. It's not because of your emotions. It's going to make you emotional, yes, but it's unresolved emotions. Hopefully this time it will be resolved and you'll see them for the, what should we call them? For the person that they really are, let's put it that way. Tell us more. So willing release. You need to be willing to release this one, right? It's coming back up now or soon, next in your love life, to release them. And you need to be willing to do that. Don't try and claw it back. They're going to make a strong move towards you, a powerful move, and they fully intend to do that. They've done this before. It's not like they've been thinking about coming back in for a long time because of a heart thing for you. They've done this before. They know how to play people. They're going to make a powerful and a strong move towards you, and you need to say no to that. Tell us more. Don't get in it just to fix this person as well. Someone needed to hear that. You're not going to. Be self-sufficient, time to walk alone, all of that. Rely on yourself. You don't. This card says it doesn't mean hiding in a cave saying I don't need people. Instead, it's saying God is my source. I'm willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. But in saying that, you don't need this person. You do need people and you need love and support, but you need to recognize that that is not what this person is offering you. They want companionship. There it is. That is it. Like, this is it all over. That's all they want. They want companionship. They're feeling a bit alone. They want someone to sleep with. It's a booty call is what it is. They're feeling a bit alone. They might be drunk when they message you. It's not about you. It's not about your emotions first, where they first take you. I'm not even going to get a message from your heart to theirs and a message from their heart to yours, because it might confuse you even more. Because this reading is as clear as day to me. These energies are as clear as day. If you've picked this one, be very careful about that fanciful thinking here, because you need to ascend from this, ascend out of it, and see this clearly for who this person really is. Don't be fooled by their power moves here, for them apologizing, trying to say that they're very sorry for what went before. They just know how to talk the talk to get what it is that they want, which is a booty call. So if you want more guidance than that, join me in the extended there. I'll pop a link for it up here. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. You'll receive an email, so make sure you get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. It might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check in those places. And it's going to be a document now, and so you click on the shell in that document and you can download it instantly and watch it on YouTube. No, not download it instantly. You can just click on it and watch it on YouTube. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video and click that subscribe button along with that notification bell. Drop me a message as well. I'd love to hear what's going on with you here. And yeah, good luck with this one if you're not joining me in the deeper dive. Otherwise, I'll see you in the deeper dive very shortly. See you next time. Bye.